Hi, well I hope you all are having an awesome day today. I'm here in my studio. I've just completed a test of several different Liquitex mediums on a variety of papers and canvas panels. Now my goal with these tests are to see if I can find a flat substrate to make abstract artwork on using a bunch of different mediums, because I a lot of times mix these mediums with paint, or I apply them before I put paint on, and so that way there's a lot of texture on my artwork. It's important for me to find a flat surface because I want to be able to store these and stack them and make them easy to ship to customers. And since the supplies are lower cost, I can also sell them for less, so that will allow people to be able to collect my originals that wouldn't otherwise be able to in the large canvas format. Flexible modeling paste. I use this fairly often. Crackle paste and string gel. These are from Dick Blick. They are the Studio canvas panels. These are 11 by 14 size. Next, I tried a Strathmore 400 paper. This is an oil painting paper that's pre-coated with an oil gesso. And then I also tried a watercolor block. This one's also Strathmore 400. Now this is not pre-gessoed. If you're unfamiliar with a watercolor block, you can kind of see here all of the edges are glued in place. And so these pieces of paper, they're not loose in here. What you do is after you're done painting, you can use like a little palette knife and then you can dig it in there and separate it out. But this way it keeps the paper flat the entire time you paint. Now that we've went over all the supplies that I used, I'm going to give you a closer look at how the mediums actually affected each different type of paper or canvas panel. I'm going to start off by showing you what I have painted on previously, which are canvas panels, and they always warp a little bit. This is just kind of part of it. If you're applying thick mediums or thick layers of paint, they're just going to warp some. But the good thing about the panels are if you put them in a frame, which is how most people display these, it will straighten it right out. So it's not a problem if it warps a little bit. To give you a closer look at the different mediums, here is the flexible modeling paste, and here is the Crackle paste in these two areas, and then I put string gel on here. I covered the string gel with gesso because I don't like the reflective, translucent look of it. Usually I paint over that, or I add different colors to it and still paint over like a matte gel or something over that. So to test, I painted over this with gesso just to see how it would work, and it looks good. It looks like I would expect it to look, and it warped about as much as I expected it to. So the Dick Blick Studio canvas panels I think are a good canvas panel. They are super affordable, and even the more expensive canvas panels that I've tried also warp. So these passed my test. The next one I want to show you is the watercolor block. It worked out really well. I put a lot of Crackle paste on there, a really thick area of it actually, and then a really thick area of modeling paste. Now you can kind of see I pushed that in because the modeling paste did warp it some, but I put the modeling paste on there extra thick, more thick than I needed to, just to see if I could warp this and see how much it would be able to take. Now this layer of modeling paste did not ripple up the paper very much at all, and it would have been just as sufficient to get the textures that I wanted as this really thick area. So this was me just pushing the limits of it to see how far I could go. But I'm really happy with how this turned out, and it made it very flat actually for paper. I figured it would be warped way more than this. So this also passes my test, and I will be using this in the future. Now the Strathmore 400 oil painting paper, I'm really disappointed with, and it is the worst one out of the test. I mean, I don't know, hopefully you can see, but it is very warped. You can see on the back more than on the front. It's the whole paper is just bent. I mean, the one thing that I wanted to try with this test though that I am happy about, and this would apply to any type of paper I use, so it would work the same with the watercolor paper, is that if I roll this up with all these mediums on here, I was wondering if it would like crack or anything like that, but when I roll it up, it looks the same. I mean, the Crackle paste still looks good, the flexible modeling paste still looks good. It all really survived. So as something to paint on, if you're trying to think about shipping it in a tube, which is what I would be doing, especially for international shipments, it would survive that and it would spring back in place. Now the problem with this paper though is that, I mean, it's so rippled up, so I don't know. I mean, I may paint on this, just to be able to use it and then mat it and frame it and see if I can get it to lay flat. But it's not something that I'm comfortable with sending out to customers. But as paper goes, the Strathmore watercolor paper is a much better option, I think, because it is much flatter and you could still roll it to ship it. So these are some of the tests that I did today. I hope this information helps you if you're trying to figure out what type of paper or canvas panel to paint on, and if you're wanting to use thick Liquitex mediums like I tested today.